My name's Alice Whitehead and I've been campaigning for my street trees. They have always been very important to me. We moved here 12 years ago and there were about 23, 24 trees. Over the years they started disappearing and we were heartbroken. Every couple of months we'd go out and see that one had been chopped down. So I started to write letters to the council. I joined the Woodland Trust's street tree campaign and set up my own event in the street to, at that stage, really just to highlight the street trees. So I was really wanting people to look up at the trees, appreciate them, and for residents to sort of pay more attention to them, really. It was a staggering response because we got over 50 people to the first event. Great support for the street trees. People absolutely loved them. And I hadn't realised that there would be that sort of outpouring of affection for the trees. People had memories of them. People who'd lived on the street for 40, 50 years remembered the blossom when they first moved into the street. Obviously after the event there was a lot of media coverage. I started a social media campaign. There were articles in the newspapers. I also went on local radio. And the ultimate aim was always to change the council's tree policy, which is one of replacing trees but not necessarily in situ. So the trees could be replaced elsewhere in the county, but not necessarily where they were needed, which is on the streets. The trees are there for the residents. It's great to plant trees elsewhere, but they won't directly benefit those residents and those people living on those streets, and that's what I was passionate about. So we've had some really positive meetings with the council. As yet, no trees have been replaced, but I hold out hope that will happen at some point. The trees are really important to me and to other residents. They become part of a fabric of a community. Incredible connection between people and trees, and I think that's so important in urban areas where people don't perhaps have the access to gardens or to parks like they would in other areas. Trees are incredibly important.